Hello, everybody. What's going on? Listen, all I want you to know is that I want you to subscribe, like, and rate. You know, this is um, just let you know that you could do that. It's free for you. It doesn't cost nothing. It's free 99, all for you. So subscribe, follow us on social media. Back Porch Mexican Instagram, and that's all I got. Just remember, you could just follow. It'll be greatly appreciated. Hey, buenas noches. Welcome back to another episode of the BPM, the Back Porch Mexican Podcast. And thank you for listening. Um, it's growing little by little. The experience that I get every episode I do this. So I'm excited for that. But it is challenging to come up with things to talk about because I want it to feel normal and like relaxed, and I don't want to. I want to make it seem like I'm trying to come up with content. I want it to feel almost like a conversation. I guess I don't know. I think that's what I want it to feel like, and less content created. Right? I burned my fucking hand today, and it's bothering me. So, um, there's that, and yeah, that's it. I've been like going in circles. Like, what should I do? What should I talk about? Like, would this be this? Would this be funny? Would this be offensive? And I was like, dude, just fucking start talking. Like, why not? Like, talking is normal. My life experience is normal. Like, it's not like you can't like the shit that has happened to me. It has happened to millions and other people. And the shit that happens to them, it happens to me, and it just happens to everybody. Everybody, it's, so I was like, why are you worrying about content when you can just talk, you know? And I was, okay, so it I talk myself out of looking for things to talk, and I'm just gonna talk. I think that's more comfortable. It feels more comfortable. I have a weirdness to myself. I don't see a weirdness, but I see things different than most people. Like, for example, self hate. Like, what does it mean? Is it the same for everybody? Does it mean the same? Because you hate yourself for different things? Or is it self hate of a persona that you're trying to. What I'm trying to say is it self hate because the persona you're trying to be is not happening and you hate it? Or is it like where is like you actually who you are that you hate? Or I see it as like self hate is like almost like an alarm, right? It should be like almost like an alarm to say, hey, maybe you hate yourself because you know that deeply down inside you shouldn't be drinking, or deeply down you shouldn't be smoking, or doing negative things to your body, and you start self-hating and you start doing more and more of those things? Or is it self-hate where is you're I don't know. I don't want to say your soul or your good ego, I guess, is letting you know that, like, yo, maybe this person that you're trying to be is not, it's not us. Like, we need to change some things, right? We need to change how we eat. We need to change something, whatever that is that you hate yourself for, allegedly. sh- it should be as an alarm to, like, be better. It's not like because you were born this way. You went, you were born and you're gonna die, and while you're still alive, why like make it about hate or self hate love? It's right. That's how I see it, and that's how I think I approach most things. I approach them from the other side of society, right? Because self hate is like almost like, let's say, a fat person. They self hate and eventually they make a turn where they're proud to be born in their bodies, right? And then, like, proud and love me for who I am, and there's nothing wrong with me. Your standards are not my standards. Like, all that bullshit. All of that, right? That self hate turns into like broken down personas, right? That they're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna pretend that I like myself, even though it's such a weird thing and complicated. And the way I see it is the way you should approach everything. Not trying to, like, you should approach everything with an open mind. Approach everything with, like, almost like you're playing, like you're drawing a house, right? But you want to get a drawing of that house 3D, not 1D. Like 3D, okay. If I can draw the front, the side, and the roof, that's pretty close to 3D, right? So if you see, like, this issue, this topic, self hate, don't be so quick to just, like, admit self hate on things that you're not even sure about. Why do we immediately go for the victim mentality? Like, it's my fault. Um, he slapped me, and I punched him, and then I shot him, but he called me names and whatever. Now I hate myself because he's in jail. Oh, I don't know what I like. We're so quick to just, like, go into victim mode because it's. I guess there's comfort in not fucking knowing that you have to fight for stuff. Like, there's comfort in, like, I guess this is how I deal with things. I just don't care, and everything's gonna get fixed by itself. Like that, there's gotta be some comfort to that. That's why it's so popular. But, like, fuck, I hate yourself for being lazy. How about that? Hate yourself for real things. But, like, fucking hate yourself for not showering day in and day out. You smelly motherfucker. There's some people out there that be smelly, dude. They don't care. They don't shower. Yuck. So, like, self hating for what's a funny self hating? Is it hating if it's true? Like, if you're hating on somebody, is it true? If it's true, is it really hating, or you're just pointing out the obvious? Or what is that? Is that like what is that thing you guys, that word use that you guys use for crazy people? I'll think about it. I'll think on it. I can't remember the word, but there's like a label for somebody. Narcissist. There we go. Narcissist. Is that narcissist? Like if you call somebody out on their truth. Like I'm like that. I hold your feet to the fire. If it's funny, oh my. If it's obviously if it's not crossing some lines. If it's like your mom keeps yelling at you for not taking out the trash and you tell me about it, I know you're lazy. If your mom has to yell at you about the trash, boy, get the fuck on with your life. No, like shit like that. I'll hold your feet to the fire on simple stuff. Nothing like too dramatic that I don't want to get into details of like people's lives and like I don't fucking care. I like people, but I don't like people. I like certain kind of people. People that can show their dark side. Like you gotta be into something. I can't be friends with a square. Like, cause I'm not a square. I'm loud. I stir the pot. But it's not because I want to stir the pot. It's because sometimes I can't stop, like, the thoughts. Like, I can't stop it from coming out. That's what I mean. I can stop the thoughts, but, like, if I'm interacting with somebody and something comes in, like, it has to come out. Like, it has to, like, it can't be stored. We don't have any memory available. Like, my iCloud is full, and I am paying 99 cents to get more fucking iCloud space, okay? I already have a problem with technology. So leave me alone. I'll delete some pictures. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to delete all my foot pictures because I got beautiful feet. And if you don't believe it, let me know. I'll send you some pictures of the baby toe. The baby toe is so fly, he's not even touching the ground, dude. You know? But if I'm having a conversation with somebody and I got like quick back, like not quick back, what am I saying? Shit that it can make us laugh about their story, I'll say it. And they'll be like, oh man, you never stop. And I don't fucking stop. That's the thing though, like I know when to stop, but sometimes I should have stopped before. You see what I'm saying? It's like saying that like that fucking light is about to turn red because it was yellow 50 meters away, but you still go for it, right? And eventually, sometimes you just like, whoo, make it across. But it's a numbers thing. One day, you know, you cross the line and people cry. It's not my fault. People cry, not like tears, but they're like, hey man, it's not really cool the way you say things about that. Oh, hey man, I don't think we can joke around because it seems like you have um no respect for life, and you're messing up my chakras. And listen, if you can't take a fucking joke, I don't know what to tell you, player. Your fucking life is gonna suck. Joke about everything and anything is allowed with me. Even if it's fucked up, I'll hear it. I want you to tell me fucked up shit. It's okay. Like, why not? But I want you to tell me real things too. And not like I rather whatever it is that you're telling me, it has to be real. It has to be 100% real, even if it's a little bedazzled with, you know, some punchlines. But it has like the storyline has to be real. How you tell the story is a different monster on in and of itself. Ooh, I used that word again. You see? Shit. Woo woo. But what I'm saying is that like whatever you find funny, dark, stupid, if it's real, it's what makes it more funny that it is real. That it is that I can't even speak today, dude. I haven't even had a beer today. I thought about it, but I'm like, you know, you kinda don't need one. And then I'm like, fuck, yeah, I do need one. So I'll get to it eventually, you know. But not right now. I think right now I'm gonna have some water because it was a crazy day today, to say the least. Um, but stories are amazing. Like I still remember the first time I was gonna get into a fight in school, and I was scared out of my damn mind. You know, because I was in third grade, he was in fourth grade, and I pissed him off because I was talking shit. I should have learned a long time ago, man. I would have set my ass on whoopings. But I don't know what I said to the kid. I might have made fun of his mom, right? I might have. I don't remember. I think I did because we used to be cool, and then I said something about his mom, and then his brother got involved, and then they're like, "I'm gonna tell my dad what you say about my mom." I was like, "Fuck your mom," you know. I don't give a fuck. And it got to the point where I couldn't even play with. I was such a bad little motherfucker. It got to the point where I couldn't even play with the kids in the neighborhood. Can you imagine that? Like in the 80s, not 80s, in the 90s, you could just be outside and play all day. Hungry as fuck, but you didn't want to go inside. Fuck being inside. Fuck the TV. Fuck everything. You just wanted to be outside. Excuse me. You just want to be outside. So I got I got pretty bad. Like most of the kids weren't even allowed to play with me because I wasn't playing. I went like, oh dude, let's go play hide and seek. Let's play fucking bitches and robbers and not peaches. ¿Cómo se dice? Coppers and robbers or some shit like that. Right? I don't want to play those games. We used to play a game. I don't know what it's if it has an English name. Well, listen. I think it has a name, but I don't know it. We will make holes against the wall, right? And each hole for each player. And we will take turns throwing the ball from a set line into one of the holes. Whoever's hole landed, that person has to go get the ball and try to hit somebody on their way to the safety spot. Right? And if whoever's holding the ball at the end loses. So if you get hit, you gotta go get the ball and you gotta hit somebody else in order not to lose. So shit like that. Like, and it would hurt. We would just be kids and just fucking, we didn't care. Right? I don't know if I told you guys, like, those little terrorist stories we used to have. Right? Like, one time, because the town I'm from, there's a lot of factories. Right? So they have like three shifts in all these factories. 5 in the morning, blah, and so on, right? 5, 3, 10. It never. They're pumping out so much TVs, so much American goods. It's crazy. So a lot of people didn't have cars back then, but they wanted to go to work. So this bus from the factory will come and pick them up, and they can't miss it because if they miss it, they have to pay to get there. So they're fucking diligent. They don't fucking miss a step, dude. You see them every morning. My grandma would send me out in the mornings to water plants, and I would just watch them every morning file down, you know, down to the set. Like it was like we were being invaded by these people that wore blue coats and white pants. You would see them everywhere. There were fucking so many of them. It was fucking crazy. So one day I was like, I'm gonna wet all these motherfuckers because I'm watering plants. I don't want to water plants. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking sleepy. It's cold as fucking. It's hot as shit. I don't want to water plants in the summer, Grandma. No more. And I realized that like she was setting it. I didn't realize then what she was doing. But back to the point. We had gates, so in our house you couldn't get in. It was all gated, right? And I'm just watering plants out front. And as people because they have to pass by our house on the way down to the bus station. For some odd reason, there was a flight of stairs that ran all the way to the bottom of the cul-de-sac we lived. So they will have to go through there. Right? It's the only way down to the bus stop. So I would just wait for them to be in like groups of twos or threes, and I would just fucking spray them with water. I was like 9. And no, I must have been in. Yeah, I was in 3rd grade. Yeah, 9 years old. Or something like that. I don't even fucking remember. I was little. I don't remember being big. Because then the big shit, I graduated to the big shit after that. So I will wet them and they'd be so mad, but they can't miss the bus. You see what I'm saying? They have to go back in. Either if they go back into change, they're fucked. They're not working that day. And boy, did I fucking send some wet workers. I believe you. If you ever had a fucking Motorola, one of those brick Motorola's, and it was just a piece of shit, that must have been me, because I sent some wet workers to work at the Motorola cell phone company. I guess they were putting them together down there, or who knows what they're doing down there, right? But I would just soak them, and they'd be so mad. They'd be like, "You motherfucker! When I get back, I'm gonna kick your ass." And they never did. They never caught me. Those fuckers never caught me. I did it a couple times, right? And I would sit at the bottom of this hill where this windy road would go through, and throw rocks at cars. Are you listening to what I'm saying? I would throw rocks to cars, driving cars, passing cars. I didn't give a fuck. And I always got away with it. Like this one time, I was fucking so scared. We hit a couple of cars, and then we run up the hill real quick, and then down the hill on the other side. So it wasn't a huge hill, but it was pretty big where we were so much ahead of them by the time they stopped, right? And then in order to come back, they have to go all the way around. And they're like, fuck that. They will just keep going. But this one time, this fucking Mexican hillbilly, put the fear of Jesus in me that day. I thought I was getting out for real. I thought I was going to get murdered by this guy. So it's a big old fucking, it was a blue van. The dude was wearing, I still remember, overalls, no shirt, and a cowboy hat. That's what I'm saying. Fucking Mexican hillbilly. And he's got this Ecoline van, so big, and it's got like racks and shit. And I managed to throw a rock through the passenger side and hit him in the face with the rock. He fucking stopped so quick, put that bitch in reverse, and went up the hill in reverse. He didn't even turn that bitch around. He just went straight up to the hill in reverse. I thought I was dead. And then he got stuck. And he got out and fucking chased us. And I'm running full sprint. I don't remember how old I am. It's me and little Emilio. Emilio was fucking gone. I couldn't keep up. And I was just like, oh my God, he's gonna fucking kill me right now. But he didn't get me. I stopped doing that after that. I didn't do it anymore. Then I graduated to more other stuff, right? I did a lot of shit. I was so bad. But now I'm good, I guess. I behave. But kids nowadays don't do bad shit. Some of them do. Some of them do. For sure. But you gotta. If you take anything from this, is that you have to be a kid always. Always. You always have to be a kid. I was so bad. Now that I get to be a good kid, I like being a good kid. But because then I was just getting into fucking. I was looking for trouble. I didn't get into trouble, but I was. I got in trouble a couple of times. Wait, some really good beatings went down, you know? But don't let that kid in you go to sleep, you know? Is it wrong that you don't want to go to let it go to sleep? Is it like it's not mature? Like, I'm not saying act like a fucking clown when you're paying your electric bill, or don't pay your electric bill, be a clown. Which one you want to be? You know? All I'm saying is to keep dreaming. I think you have to let that kid in you be alive and dream for you. So now you can have somebody to blame. Be like, listen, I was listening to my inner kid and I fucked up. I shouldn't bet $600 on Reyes because he lost. Too soon? You see what I'm saying? I like MMA, so that was an MMA reference. Um, I think that's it for today. Um, yeah. Buenas noches.